why they need a marketer or an ad strategist now in 2026.
But the real problem is running the campaign is not the objective of the business.
But now you told the secret, like people were just going for ads to ads library to see their ads.
Get good views, get good comments and engagement, but these ads not convert into the real business. So if my model made with the AI avatar and the persons perceive that it most probably the company may be the scam. So
But for creativity, for intelligence, for strategy, still human experience is something that AI cannot match.
we use AI as our friend, as our super machine. Only the difference is the driver who run the supercar or a driver who run the truck. If you
Every week, another AI promise. This show brings the receipts. Real AI, real businesses, real numbers. This is the Awais Rafiq Show. What they built, what it cost, what came back, which tools genuinely work, which ones are only hype, and where you should not use AI at all.
My guest today is Yusuf Ayub. He runs Google Ads and Meta Ads from Multan, Pakistan, 42 accounts, 8 countries, law firm in Australia, multiple companies in Canada, and running ads from UK companies as well. Yusuf, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Awais, inviting me, and it's really pleasure to having me in your show. Thank you so much.
Okay, so very direct question. On Google, on Meta, a person can set up campaigns himself using AI. Both platforms introduced AI. You just give text-based description and the platform automatically set ads for you. Why they need a marketer or an ad strategist now in 2026?
That's a very interesting and very intelligent question, and let me explain in very easy words. AI is changing the marketing very quickly. So anybody who knows the AI basic tools like ChatGPT, Cloud, Gemini, these are the basic tools, can write the ad copies, can make the ad creatives, and can run the campaign himself easily. This is very simple to answer the question you have asked. But the real problem is running the campaign is not the objective of the business. The real objective of the business is generate the sales, the leads who convert into real clients. The problem is anybody who don't understand the marketing fundamentals, the psychology of consumer, the marketing behavior and everything, and run the campaign by using AI. He can easily run the campaign, but he can't get the results, the leads, the sales that actually want, where the real marketer stand there and helps business owners to run the campaign which actually converts. Because the ultimately goal is not to run the ads or the campaign. The ultimately objective of the running campaign is to generate the sales or scale the business.
So in simple words, like if someone don't know about his offer and the market or the competitors, and he just go and tell about a product, he will not be able to generate result. But what if he know about all of that stuff? He know about his competitors, he know about his offer. Then
yes, this is very interesting and very important question. A person who knows the marketing fundamentals, he have the perspective, he have the knowledge, and he have done the physical marketing. He can run the campaigns, but I am talking about the person, the business owner who have very limited knowledge of marketing and very limited knowledge of the fundamentals, and most importantly, he don't have time to research everything. The real marketer who run ads, the same business, who have data, who have the experience, can get more good results instead of he himself run their ads.
okay, let's take an example. There is a startup founder. He has a lot of time, but he don't have money, so he don't want to hire a marketer. In that scenario, what are the marketing fundamentals that he should study, where he can study it, and what are the top 4 or 5 things that comes into that, so that he can at least run some basic ads and test it?
Yes, he can run the ads. In the era of AI, anybody can learn anything anytime if he have time and he have courage to learn. So the roadmap is that first he needs to understand the business, the pillars of the business, how marketing works, what are the meaning and the real perspective of digital marketing. He needs to read the basic concepts of marketing, then move to the digital marketing, understand the fundamentals of digital marketing, then move to ads, the different platforms. So if he himself learn and he have time, he can run their own campaign. But I suggest instead of doing all of things, he should and he must hire the expert or even mediocre person who have the previous experience running the campaigns in their particular industry, so he can generate more good result instead a person who have zero knowledge and start from the scratch.
Okay, so there are many business owners, many founders come to us and they usually ask for a system. We just want to search out for a query. I want to find, for example, roofers in Manchester. So give me 50 fresh leads, and the system should give them the 50 fresh leads. And how this system works, basically it is connected with the Apollo, it is connected with Clay, their MCP is connected, leads are coming, they are qualifying it, and after that to send the email, another MCP of Lemlist on another tool is connected from where they can send the email. So everything is there on their hand. It is hyper personalized email, because when they are getting the data of those 5 persons, the Claude is writing the copy for them, very hyper personalized, and they are sending the email. How much this system is successful if it is in hand of a simple founder, or if it is in your hands, how you will use it or you will not use it?
And that's a great question, Awais. Actually, before moving forward, we need to understand what is the actual meaning of lead. If we say a lead is called a person phone number, email, who is most probably or maybe not your prospect is lead, then the tools like Apollo or any other automation tools who extract the information from Google My Business profiles and other platforms, so he can scratch the data and gives you the emails of your prospects and WhatsApp number and other things. So if you're talking about these are the leads, yes, these tools can work best. So if we are talking about the qualified leads, marketing qualified leads, sales qualified leads, then you need a proper system. The platforms who built for the purpose, like Google. If anybody search on the Google search tab like AI automation expert near me, it means a person who are in Australia searching the person who runs the AI automation. It means this is the real lead. So if your ad, your image, your creative shows this person and he click and fill the lead and you book the appointment or the meeting, so there are the highly chance it converts into the business. Instead, there are hundred of emails and you don't know either this person needs your service. Against these tools, the organic methods, if you don't get the ROI, so the paid ads, the search engine marketing is very successful in this term.
Okay, in the same engine that we were talking about, let's say if for buying intent, like if they are interested to buy that or not, maybe we can apply some filters. In Apollo, we have, for example, I have developed a product and my target audience is someone who is running a Shopify store. In that scenario, I can apply some filters in Apollo to see who is using Shopify. So does that qualify the lead? Do you call it a lead?
Okay, first of all, I said that what is the meaning of lead for you? If the lead is called in your meaning that a person who have Shopify store, is if you call this as a lead, then it's fine. What I said, what I mean to say, as per my experience, the real lead who have better chance to convert into the real business, this is called the qualified leads.
So tell about a business. We are running ads for multiple clients. To tell about a business where AI is actually helping you.
AI is like my assistant, my super machine. So I help this tool in every aspect in my marketing or even every aspect of my daily task. Like before starting this meeting, I get help from the AI. We are going to discuss the implementation of AI in marketing. Then he suggests me the points. So in real time, if I give you the example, I'm working with a beauty personal care industry salon brand who run their Meta ads. Basically, we are running the ads for them, and there are lots of leads coming. Actually, we have set up the WhatsApp as a call to action. This is very less resistance call to action, so everybody click on the button and say hello, hi. So this is very difficult to us to filter out who is the serious customer and who are just scammers or just time wasters. So what we did, we installed and we set up the WhatsApp API and set up the Wati CRM. And in CRM, we establish the chatbot and work-based AI automation. Like in chatbot, we set off the questions like if anybody will text us, we ask a question like what kind of services you want. I am a man and I need haircut and beard. So we think this is a serious buyer or interested buyer. So we tag this person and send to the lead to the CRM. And when we get enough data, when we chat with 2, 3, 5,000 numbers. So we give this data to AI as a knowledge. AI trained and learn how we respond these kind of queries, what kind of prices we offer. So after 3 to 4 months, we just enable to free our hands and free our team. Then AI sit in our chair and give replies to the queries very efficiently. So this is one of the example we real time put in a marketing. AI help us like a team member.
That's a great example, and that's a very good learning point for the audience. If you are getting a lot of inbound leads and you want to qualify those leads, for example, I got 5,000 lead and I have to qualify which one are serious buyer. So AI can score that, and if it is connected with WhatsApp, you can use Veti. Veti can qualify that, and Veti can ask cross questioning as per the persona that you give. Then with the shortlisted leads, a human can interact. And similarly, once it is trained, any question that is on which it is trained, it can answer, and any new question that is out of the scope of that AI, it will just route it to a human. So that's a very great application. It will save, I think, if 2 or 3 persons were handling just a chat, now one person can see all of those chats in 1 or 2 hours instead of sitting 2 or 3 persons on that customer support, right?
Yes, exactly. But one thing I want to add this, which is very important. Instead away, if we push or integrate the AI straight away, if we run the ads, AI would not be efficient as we give the data. We wait 2-3 months, we generate the knowledge, how the real person ask the question from the lead, how we respond, and what are the prices of our services, which persona is good, which persona is bad. After 2-3 months, when we have enough data, enough knowledge, then we put these kind of knowledge to AI, train them, then we give them the task to reply the real queries. So not even that point, we just free our hands, we keep eyes how they respond. If they reply wrong, then again we correct them and give them the instruction. So after 4, 5, 6 months of effort, then we are enabled to train the person who knows our brand, who knows our service, who reply the leads 24/7 without asking the leave, without asking that he have brother's marriage, and he doesn't complain that there is a raining weather, I want to go for birthday celebration. So this is the beauty of AI.
Yes, exactly. So here, basically, you are adding more context. The AI is only powerful if we give it more data. If we give like 2, 3, 4 months of data, it can work. But here is a trick as well. And that trick is, instead of waiting for 3 months, that business is running for multiple years, right? So the business owner know about the different part. So if someone is coming for haircut, if someone is coming for his brother has a wedding and he need to get that groom makeup or something like that, can qualify that. If someone is talking about bridal makeup, groom makeup, that is qualified. That is a good lead. We can define multiple routes into that chatbot as well. That's a very good application.
Definitely, as you are an AI expert, we will definitely take consultancy from you. This is what I said before. Expert, experienced person is far better than doing everything itself. Like you are AI expert, and we are doing the things we don't know very efficiently. We do hit and trial. If we consult you 2-3 months earlier, then we save lots of money and lots of time. This is the point which we must focus, that human experts are real experts.
Exactly. AI is basically just automating the basic human task. If we just talk about in summary, any lower job with that was just data entry, that was just repetitive task, that is being automated. But for creativity, for intelligence, for strategy, still human experience is something that AI cannot match. So for competitor analysis, like in Meta, usually when you are going to run an ad, it is good practice to analyze your competitor, what type of ads your competitors are running, and that part is automated with AI. You just give Meta Ads library, it automatically go there, it find your competitor, it analyze their ads, it see how those ads are performing on daily basis. Are you using any system like that? Is it helpful or not? Or any stats about that?
Yes, competitor analysis is really important and very important task. We should never ignore this and never get for granted this. We use AI frequently. Mostly we use cloud as an AI assistant to get the competitors' insights. AI is like a super machine. If you are a good driver, you have a good experience to run this machine, then you get the maximum yield instead the person who knows just the basics fundamental. The real difference how as an expert marketer I put value to my clients that I use AI to get competitor research, and after that research we communicate the AI that study these competitors, not just the ads they run, the funnel they build, because we can see the ads on ads library and give data to ChatGPT and cloud and get the data or metrics. But there is the many things which works behind the scene. Like if one ad which we see is performing, like there are many ads, you don't know about the funnel about your competitors, so you need very precise and very accurate knowledge about the competitors. Then I usually do the SWOT analysis. First I ask the cloud and not only AI, manually research the market like the competitors. First I found the real competitors who compete in auction insight. Then I observe what are their strengths. So I never beat and never try to beat on their strengths. Like if someone have the bright brand identity, like I never say that we are good brand than this. As a marketer, we see the weakness and the opportunity, how as a new brand we can establish in the market. Like in a real example, you can see the ads in TV, like same cleanliness and 100% less price. This means he never says in this ad we are better than this. He says the same cleaning, but you can save 100 rupees. So these are the opportunities who can see as a professional marketer, and these things I put in our ad creatives, in ad copies. Ultimately these things works, and AI help us very strongly to find this weakness of our competitors.
But now you told the secret, like people were just going for ads to ads library to see their ads, to do the analysis of that. But now we will go into more depth to study about their businesses, what type of business they are running, what are their strengths, what is their weakness. So basically you are going 2 or 3 steps further down the road to study it into depth so that ads can perform better. So
because
that's very intelligent strategy.
Marketing is not just a science, it's an art, it's a psychology, how you can read the mind of your prospects, how you position and how you help your clients to get sales. If we launch the new brand, the cold drink brand, we never say that we can compete the bigger brands like Coke and Pepsi and other things. If we try to compete these brands, we never succeed. So what we can do, we can see the opportunities, the weakness of their brands. If I launch the cold drink brand, I will target those areas where these big brands not exist. So instead of direct competing them, I see the opportunities and the weakness and build my own empire on this location.
In these brands, for example, to generate the ad creative, to generate the videos of ad, are you using any tools or is it custom? Because that industry is also being automated with many of the tools. There are AI influencers. There are many tools where you just give the product, it automatically give you ad copy, it generate video of your product. Does it help in the ads or no? Any stats about that?
Yes, I can share the real story and the real case study. Like I am working with a real estate company which is located in Dubai, which were previously use AI avatar videos to show their properties. This is the villa, this is the, and everything made from the AI. So these ads get good views, get good comments and engagement, but these ads not convert into the real business. So when I get analysis and deep research, I found that if we use the videos like AI avatar, like AI graphics, these videos can't relate to the real person who want to target and position. Like if I want to sell the 100 million villa to a person, if my model made with the AI avatar and the persons perceive that it most probably the company may be the scam. So at this point,
so basically AI is communicating the message, but AI avatar is communicating the message. It look beautiful, but it is not building the trust To build the trust, you need to come on the camera.
Yes, basically you need to relate to your target audience. When real person talk to the real person in eye to eye, like when Mr. Avast and Mr. Yusuf talking about each other, you listen my voice and my face, my expressions, you relate with me. Instead of myself, if a computer or a AI avatar talking to you, maybe he have very good knowledge, marketing knowledge, and he can give good answers to your question, but you can't relate to that person. So when we do the advertising, we make creatives, our main goal is to relate to our target audience. When they relate with us, then we can easily sell or position our brand instead of using AI avatars and this type of videos. But one thing I can add, if you have a product or service, then the real AI avatar don't exist, just graphics, just ASMR videos, then AI can work efficiently.
So mainly it vary for case to case. If it is a small product, you can make a product video, a product is coming, it is opening, or inbox video, it is good. If it is $1 million villa, you need to come on the camera. And if it is something where you are giving a review or sharing an experience, so we need to come on a camera. Okay, any stats, there is one major use case that we usually implement. We develop dashboards for a person come, he is running Meta ads, he is running Google ads, he has his a Google account, Google My Business profile, Bing account, and he want to see everything at one place. We build dashboards. But now with AI, we are doing one more thing. And that thing is, he is getting all of that data on his WhatsApp, on his email. AI is sending the report daily, like which campaigns are performing well, which campaigns are not performing. Now, some people stay to the dashboard, some people add one more step and they get that chat. And some people even go one more step further and they say, okay, I want to update my ads as well. AI said these 7 ads are performing well, these 7 ads are not performing well, and he just say, okay, increase the budget of this campaign, delete this campaign, pause this campaign. How much beneficial it is? Should a person do that or not?
This is very intelligent question, Avas. Actually, AI evolving and AI changing the world very quickly. So as I said earlier, we will not take AI as our competitor. We use AI as our friend, as our super machine. Only the difference is the driver who run the supercar or a driver who run the truck. If you have a capability to run to use AI efficiently, this is very good and very useful tool. When we use to analyze the data, AI puts very good insights. Instead of seeing all the metrics one by one, you just automate the data in one dashboard and he gives you the insight, what is going good, what is going wrong. So the only thing is, you can't blindly implement what he suggests. Just get the data, what he giving you, then use your own mind, use your own strategy.
So mainly any person can get the reporting, that is fine. But if he has to update the campaigns, so that is a supercar. If you can run it, that's good. If you cannot, then a marketer should have it.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Thank you for your time, Yusuf. It was a very good conversation. I learned a lot from you, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.